Nithyanandam everyone. So I just got my spiritual name. It's Nanda, or Durjati for short. And it means eternally in bliss, with Sadashivatva, living in the physical luxury of simplicity like Sadashiva. I'm still trying to learn the whole meaning of that. But yes, it's not just Amanda, it's Durjati now. I recently became a lead on the medical team here at the Nithyanandam Temple. I've been volunteering with them for about 2 months now, and it all started when I saved a friend's life who had a severe infection in her leg. The doctor and I bonded over that. She liked my work ethic, the care and the compassion I put into this person, and followed her instructions and everything, and we had our own friendship and spiritual connection, and she invited me to be on the medical team. So I was the first Aadheenavasi that was invited to join the medical team. And I can tell you it is such an incredibly fulfilling team to be on. If you're seeking to exercise that really compassionate part of yourself, that loving, kind part of yourself, you give of yourself, you're selfless, volunteering on that team will absolutely achieve it. It's like instant guruva. One of the stories I wanted to share that recently really moved me was about a few nights ago. A Tamil female kitchen worker slipped and fell and hit her tailbone really hard. And because of the language barrier, it was difficult for her to communicate that she needed to find a doctor right away. After coming back from a hospital run in Bangalore, one of the temple doctors, who's also an executive secretary for Swamiji himself, asked me to go on the hospital run with this woman. She spoke no English, I spoke no Tamil. But despite the amount of pain she was in, she was well taken care of. And I was very attentive to her, did my best to surpass the language barrier, made sure I got her medicine, communicated to the doctor exactly what she needed and what was wrong. And on the way back, she just did something really sweet, and I didn't expect it. The ride was really bumpy. We have an old ambulance, and the roads in India are like driving across the Rocky Mountains. And she was just so tired that eventually she just fell asleep on my shoulder. And I just scooched a little bit closer to her so she can get comfortable. And she fell asleep. Eventually we hit a huge bump in the road. She bounced up and it scared her out of her sleep. So she motioned to me if she could sleep on my lap. I was like, yeah, okay. So she did. And I just wrapped my arm around her so she wouldn't fall off the bench or move too much. And I just had this overwhelming sense that, of protecting her and caring for her. And I got this message from it all that regardless of where we're from, what language we speak, the color of our skin, at the end of the day, what we really want is to be cared for. We want to know that someone out there cares about our well-being, and if we're in a lot of pain, we're really sick, or maybe we're just really depressed, that someone cares enough to actually be there and help us get out of that. And here in the Aadheenam, we are one big teamily. If you are familiar with Swamiji's satsangs this year, one term he introduced was teamily. And a teamily is a family that works together as a team to achieve certain objectives and projects in the temple grounds. But truly, Swamiji sees us as one big family. And what this experience confirmed for me that we're all family, whether we're from Virginia, Seattle, or southern India, and we don't need to speak the same language or anything to be family. The most beautiful thing from this moment was that the following day, I was walking along with one of my new medical team members, and this woman stops in front of me and she gives me a big hug, and I realize it's the same woman, Nirmala. And a friend of ours who spoke Tamil said, "Oh, she said that she just wanted to find you in person and thank you with a big hug for helping take care of her. She's doing much better now." That for me is, it just made my soul smile. And it makes this job so fulfilling and meaningful. And it just shows, it's an example of how Swamiji wants us to love each other and care for one another, and how we're all really just a big family despite wherever we're from. And I want to hammer that point in because that matters a whole lot. It matters a whole lot. Your ability to connect with others despite whatever differences matters above all else here. And that being able to connect with one each other, being able to connect with your fellow devotees. When you love Swamiji, you must love his devotees. You cannot have one without the other. You cannot love the devotees but not Swamiji, and Swamiji and not the devotees. They're one and the same. And just doing this job, it brings me closer and closer and closer to Swamiji, and it makes me feel like I am contributing in a very big way to Swamiji's mission to humanity, directly here in the Aadheenam. This will be a series of my medical team adventures. You'll be able to meet my fellow medical team members. You may even be able to meet some of our patients and hear their experiences and such. And stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy this series. Thank you. Nithyanandam.